This is SUPERSTORY.
But he has already lost a lot of blood before he was brought in here.
A robbery case, I guess?
Yes, I presume a prime suspect. Even the police want him alive, but I'm afraid we might lose him.
Oh, if they wanted him alive, they should have shot his legs. Instead of loading bullet into his body and expect doctors to perform magic.
Well, my sentiment, Dr. Charles.
Charles, it's me, Afolabi, from the underbridge.
Folabi.
Dr. Charles, you mean you know him too?
Yes, I know him.
An armed robber?
Oh yes, no, not a...
Charles, I'm so happy to see you. You are now a doctor.
Take it easy, Folabi. Don't overstretch yourself.
I've been looking for you all these years.
It's okay, Folabi. Just conserve your energy.
Don't worry. I know I'm not going to make it. But I have a confession for you.
You don't have to talk. I just want you to get well.
Please, let me talk. I killed your brother, Victor. I shot him because I did not want the police to get to us then. I'm so sorry. It has haunted me all these years. And now, I want you to forgive me so that I can die in peace. Now that I see that you've made it as a doctor, I now know that crime does not pay.
I forgive you because I know nothing can ever bring back my brother. I forgive you. Folabi? Folabi? Folabi?
Just a minute, hold on. We lost him. Let's take it easy, okay?
This is SUPERSTORY, a life of strife and sorrows.
So, this is where you live now?
Yes, this apartment. This is the teacher's quarters.
That's good. Maybe one of these days you will come around and know my place too.
Sure. Your house is mine and mine is yours, as fake brothers and sisters concerned.
You know?
Why don't you come inside and take something?
No. That will be some other time. I got to get back to the hospital now.
Okay. Charles, thank you very much for paying my bills and for being there for me.
You don't have to thank me. You know how deep our relationship is. I just thank God and I'm grateful to God that we met again. And more so that I have peace in my heart now concerning my brother's death.
Folabi, to think that I almost got myself into his trap. Thank God I left when I did.
I've got to go now. I'll see you soon, okay?
Thank you very much, big brother.
I was just thinking of coming to see you at the hospital.
I was discharged this morning, Mrs. Kanu. Thank you very much for everything.
So quick. For someone who just recovered from a heartbroken relationship. Ha! You're so quick to bounce back.
You mean Charles? Oh, no.
Yes.
He's one of the doctors at the teaching hospital. I used to know him many years back. He's like a brother to me.
Really?
I should think he's married with kids now.
Anyway, welcome back. I've helped you to clean up your apartment so you could have a warm welcome back home.
Oh, thank you very much, Mrs. Kanu.
Don't worry. We'll work that out sometimes in the nearest future. Maybe when you have become the wife of a VIP, a very important personality.
That chapter is closed in my life for now.
Miss Ireti, I am so glad to see you back to school again. I hope you'll bear with us for not coming to see you at the hospital.
Of course not, Ma. I understand how tight your schedule is, Ma.
Notwithstanding, that is not an excuse for not visiting you. After all, you are one of the finest teachers we have around.
Thank you very much, Ma. I think I better go back to my class right away. I have lots of catching up to do, Ma.
You do that. Good morning. Good morning. Miss Kanu, Ma, I hope the teachers have all submitted their questionnaires for all the subjects.
Well, not all of them, Ma.
What? The examination begins in less than 2 weeks. We don't have time for this kind of delay.
Ma, I shouted and shouted and shouted, but they would not submit their questionnaire. Here are the questionnaires for those who submitted their own.
Just get me a list of those that have not submitted. I know what to do.
Okay, Ma.
Yes, this is for you.
Yes, Ma.
This is for Miss Ireti. This is for Mr. Peter. This is for Miss Tolu.
The time is 9 o'clock. You can start writing. It's a 1-hour paper. You stop when it's exactly 10 o'clock. Is that clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Now, no noise, no murmuring, no whispering or giraffing. Is that clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Good. Start writing. I have to try to forget Samson and get on with my life. But this is easier said than done. It's not easy to forget what you have invested almost all your life on. Samson, you betrayed me. Hey, what's that boy up to? Ogundeji, what are you doing? Copying answers from your textbook?
I don't know who put the textbook on my lap, ma.
Indeed. Come and get up! You pathological liar. So, you have not changed. Last term, you were caught cheating. I forgave you. Just last month, you were caught cheating again. I forgave you. But this time, there is no forgiveness for you. Get out of my class.
Getting out of your class no mean say make I get out of the world.
Are you talking to me?
Yes, you common teacher. I would tell my daddy. He will deal with you and you will regret it.
Can you imagine?
You mean the boy said all that to you? Mrs. Kanu, what are our students turning to?
In fact, I was so dumbfounded that I couldn't react.
I think that boy should be expelled immediately. That will deter other students from such action.
I agree with you, but we have to put him on suspension and then report him to the management board before taking such action.
That would be the best action to take, ma.
You can return to your classes. I will take up the matter from there.
Okay, ma.
Can you imagine the insult from that boy? Anyway, he can't try that in my class.
This is super story, a life of strife and sorrows. It's a super story with good food and houses.
So now you. Now you disgraced my pikin yesterday, Abi. You lie against him. Say, come say you hate her. Now today you go know where I be for this time.
No, sir. I can explain what happened, sir.
Explain what thing. Explain what thing. Look, oh, you don't finish yourself today. And I go tell you, say, the day when snake tastes soft like this. Now that day go say bye-bye to the world.
Let me talk, sir.
Talk with it. You go talk. Talk with it. Baby, where they inside my mouth, let it talk. If they talk, what do you go talk there? Look, oh, if now your papa be native doctor, big one wait there for this time. Now apprentice you go there for my side. And I go tell you, say, now ignorance they make go select tiger. That wickedness where you do my pretend. Now today you go see. Huh? You go see.
Oh God.
Look, oh. So you dey see? I want yam yellow. I want bone tarigi. I go put them for your table here. If I put them for your table, if now your mama burn you for your papa, say they burn you well. If I put them down, make you touch them. Lie me that. Touch them like I see. You will see me.
I think I can help you.
This is super story, a life of strife and sorrow.
Mrs. Kanu, what is it?
It's a super story with good food and houses.
Mrs. Kanu, do you remember the incident of Ogundeji of yesterday?
That stupid boy.
The Baba has come to drop one black juju on my table.
What kind of rubbish is that? In this 20th century, have you thrown it away?
Throw what away? The man boasted that if I dare touch it, I would die like a snail that has tasted salt.
For where? Ireti. Civilization has taken over all that rubbish. This is computer age. Don't worry. I'll throw it away and nothing will happen. Let's go.
It's a super story of good food and houses, where the fish drowns or even die of thirst. It's a super story, a life of precious stones and good taste.
There is no such thing as juju. Look, once your conscience is clear, juju will not harm you. It is only children that they use juju to scare. Not for an adult like me.
Mrs. Kanu.
You surprise me. Is it this ordinary calabash wrapped in a dirty, stinking rag That's what you are running away from. Nonsense. You amaze me. So you are running away from that rubbish toy?
Mrs. Kanu, thank you. I fear such things though. One can never tell.
There is nothing to tell. Look, I wish I had met that man. I would have dealt with him. I would have told him that we are in the 20th century. My hand.
Are you sure it's not?
My hand.
Come on.
I don't know what is happening.
What is it?
Don't let me die.
Let me get it.
Oh God. Chineke.
She'll be alright.
Excuse me, man.
Doctor, please help me. I can't feel my legs again, please.
Take it easy, madam. We are trying our best. I just hope that the police gets hold of that baba. I'm afraid science does not have an answer to African juju.
This is why we say people should not dare or show bravado against something they cannot explain or know the origin.
That's a fact.
Mrs. Kanu, don't cry. You'll be all right.
If you don't have the powers of God backing you, you should not play with the powers of darkness.
It's true. The devil has power, but no salvation. I just hope that juju man has a panacea for what has been done.
Mrs. Kanu.
This is super story, a life of strife and sorrows.
I don't know how to approach her. I mean, she practically takes me like her brother.
Then tell her you are not her brother. And let her know how you feel about her.
It's not as easy as you sound. I told you we went through so much together as children. I think I'm the only one she trusts in this whole world.
Charles, look, all this you are saying is a long story. Tell me, do you like this girl or what?
I can't stop thinking about her. We've been going out together as friends. But I want more than that.
Look, you slack too much, Charles. Do you understand? Why not take this girl to your house? Give her a cool candlelight dinner. Set the ball rolling and everything will just continue to flow naturally. You're a man, you've got nothing to lose.
You know, you have a point. But...
But what? You want the girl to toast you first before you make a move?
Don't jab me too much now. I will do as you say.
Now you're just talking. Now, go for the kill and let's hear the details later.
Oh, no. This one is special.
Look, all these girls are all the same. Do you understand?
Oh, no. Ireti is special to me. I won't do anything to hurt her.
So, you mean all this consultation is just for free? Or for nothing? Nah, lie. You go talk.
You are not serious.
You go talk.
You are not serious.
Chalo.
Wow. What a delicious meal that was, Charles.
Oh, thank you.
So, where did you learn how to cook? It's definitely not under the bridge.
No, not under the bridge. It was at the medical school.
Really? How come?
I just discovered I have a natural flair for cooking. And I took it up as a vacation.
I'm getting to see the many parts of you. Charles the doctor, Charles the cook, and what else do you have up your sleeve?
Oh, you just wait and see. Here is a little wine for your stomach's sake.
So, what shall we drink to?
To life.
Yes, to life. And this is for all the years we spent on the street, struggling for survival. And now, eventually, we have made it in life.
So, I will drink to that.
Charles, what about the plates?
No, don't worry. I will take care of that later.
Oh God, if I remember those days on the street with the like of Eja, Capo and... What is the other guy's name?
I think Sunday or something.
Yes, Sunday. It's in Madame Julie. I wonder how we survived those years.
You said it yourself. It was by the grace of God. And it's by the grace of God we have met again. No longer as destitute children, but now as full adults. Iriti, you are the most fantastic woman I ever met in my life. I want you to be mine. I love you.
Charles, what are you doing?
Don't you feel the chemistry between us? We were meant for each other. I love you, Reti. I can't stop thinking about you. Please, love me in return.
Please, stop it.
What's the matter? Don't you like me?
You are moving too fast for me.
I'm sorry. I can't just help the way I feel about you.
I'm sorry, Charles. I'm not ready for any relationship for now. I'm still trying to gather myself together.
You are still in love with that Samson guy, Iriti, aren't you? After the way he treated you, how can you still love a man that betrayed you?
Charles, try to understand me. I need some time to be on my own.
Stop! Just remember that no matter what, I will always love you.
This is SUPERSTORY, a life of strife and sorrows. It's a super story with good food and houses, where the fish drowns or even die of thirst. It's a super story, a life of precious stones and good taste. It's a super story. This is SUPERSTORY. This is SUPERSTORY. This is SUPERSTORY.
What do you want? What is the meaning of this? Please get up and stop embarrassing yourself.
I won't get up until you say you have forgiven me.
Then you remain there as long as you want.
Ireti. I'm sorry. I allowed the devil to influence me. And I sent out the most wonderful person out of my life.
So, what is the story? What happened to Vicky, your new found sweetheart, who is carrying your precious baby?
She lost the pregnancy.
Too bad.
Not exactly. In fact, it was after all this that I discovered that we were not compatible. Vicky planned everything from the beginning. She came to the house one day unexpectedly.
Hello? Hello, Samson.
Hi, Vicky. How are you doing?
I'm fine.
Hey, unfortunately your friend is not here. Or did she ask you to meet her here?
I actually came to talk to you, Samson.
I hope there is no problem.
It's about Iriti.
Is she alright?
There are certain things I think you should know about her. Look, now that you're planning to get married, I think you should know that Ireti was once a prostitute.
What?
Look, all the money she has been giving you is from her numerous boyfriends.
No, I don't believe you.
I don't expect you to believe me, but I'm telling the truth. Look, okay, she's been pretending. That man she calls her Uncle Sylvester is actually her sugar daddy. Don't look so surprised. I'm sure you're unaware of the fact that her mother was a prostitute and she doesn't even know who her father is.
No. This can't be true. But Ireti told me both her parents were dead.
Samson, what do you expect her to say? To tell you the truth? Look, she's a street girl looking for a place to hide.
This can't be.
Look, Samson, you're a nice guy. And I don't want Ireti to trap you into marriage. I mean, you deserve better than that. I don't want you to find out 10 years from now that you were married to the wrong girl.
I was so angry that I decided to get back at you. And when Vicky offered herself to me, I played into her hands and I ended up in this mess. But I did it because I was upset. It was later I discovered that all she told me about you were lies.
They were not all lies. My mother was a prostitute. It wasn't something to be proud of.
I don't care any longer, Ireti. I want you back.
I do care, Samson. Although I'm not a prostitute as she says. But while you were out there dining with the devil, did you expect me to wait for your prodigal return?
Please forgive me, Ireti. Let's start from the beginning.
I've forgiven you, Samson. But there is no how we can come back together again. If you can do what you did to me, then you can do it again. Samson, I want a man I can trust. And it's definitely not you.
Is there someone else?
Yes, there is someone else. Someone that understands me. Someone that loves me for who I am. Somebody that will be there for me, no matter what. Someone will not be shocked, angry, or surprised to hear anything about me because he knows me. He was a street kid, just like me.
really you?
Okay, Chiku. What a surprise.
Yes, long time no see. What have you been?
I've been around. I've been around. How is everything with you?
Well, as you can see, I'm very, very fine. And that's my wife, Meg, over there.
Darling?
Yeah.
Can we go?
Just a minute. Yemisi, I'd like you to meet my wife, Mabel. Darling, this is Yemisi, an old friend of mine. We're back.
How are you, my dear?
Very well, thank you.
I can see you work here. Can you take this to the counter for me?
I'm sorry, you would have to take it there yourself. I happen to be very busy.
You have a very poor customer service here. Darling, please, let's go.
Well, see you around, okay?
Alright.
Bye-bye.
This is SUPERSTORY, a life of strife and sorrows. It's a super story of good food and houses.
Oh, girl, people have money in this country. Hey, I saw you embracing and gisting with the guy. It seems you know him very well.
Grace, you can't believe I almost married that guy. I should have been the one in that woman's shoes, flaunting money all around, riding in very expensive cars, and wearing very expensive clothes.
But why didn't you? What happened?
Grace, it's a very long story.
This is SUPERSTORY, a life of strife and sorrows.
Yes, come in. Oh, how are you, Hiriti?
Hello, Charles.
How are you today? I wasn't expecting you to come, but I'm happy to see you.
Yes, Charles. I have something very important to tell you.
What is it, Hiriti? Why are you so nervous?
Charles, I'm sorry.
Sorry about what?
I'm pregnant.
That is wonderful, Hiriti.
Really?
Now you can't escape it. You must marry me.
Wait a minute, Charles. I don't want you to be compelled to marry me because of pregnancy, please.
Pregnancy or not, Hiriti, excuse me. Look at this. I was going to ask you to marry me this weekend.
I don't know what to say.
You don't have to say anything. You are going to be my wife and the mother of my many children. Do I take that to mean yes?
Yes. Yes.
That's great.
Wow for you. I can hardly recognize you now that you have swallowed an elephant.
No, I swallow house.
So, who is your husband? Samson, I suppose.
Samson K. So you didn't hear what happened? How Vicky, my best friend, got pregnant for my fiancé.
Hey, you don't say.
I almost dropped dead.
Anyway, I am not so surprised. I always knew that Vicky was a shy force.
Everything happens for a purpose. It was as a result of this that God brought the right man my way. The one for whom I'm carrying this baby.
Is that so?
Yes, so. And we are just finalizing plans for our wedding in a few months.
Hey, I'm so happy for you.
Congrats.
Congrats.
Look at me. Going on and on about myself. So, Yemisi, are you married?
Oh, no. I'm still searching.
Searching, Ke. Please don't say that again. It is the man's place to find a wife. And he is the one that's supposed to search and not you.
You're right, Ireti. I never thought of it that way.
you better change your thought process.
You're right. It's good to see you again.
It's good to see you too, and that's why you're going to be my chief bridesmaid.
Me? Ah!
Yes. Since that trait of Vicky is out of the picture, I don't see anyone else playing that role. So, will you do that for me?
With all pleasure. You know what they say about bridesmaid and bridesman? Anything can happen. All right.
Dealt with. Understand?
Okay, ma. Good morning, ma.
Good morning, Miss Ireti. Come in and sit.
You have sent to see me, ma.
Come in and sit. Just a minute. Now, go back to your class and don't ever repeat what you did again.
Thank you, ma.
This is how students learn bad habits when they do not stay in their class.
His class teacher should take note about that, ma.
You are right. I'll send for him later. Miss Ireti, about why I need to see you. It is no longer a secret that you are pregnant. Believe me, we are very happy for you.
Thank you, ma.
Our people's parents have also observed this. And unfortunately, some of them are not so pleased about it.
But, ma...
You must agree to the point that your pregnancy, while you are unmarried, sends a wrong signal or an example to the children.
But, ma, you know I'm scheduled to get married next month.
But how many parents can we explain that to?
Then, let them mind their business.
Well, they have taken the matter a little further by reporting to the Parents Association, and the management is pressing for your sack.
Why? This is pure injustice. How can they base their judgment on one report?
But the evidence is very clear, Miss Ireti. They don't need any verification. Are they blind?
This is unfair, ma. This is discrimination.
Save the legal rhetorics, my dear. I should say, I take you as my younger sister. That is why I called you to inform you beforehand, so that you can resign before the letter of sack is effected.
But I didn't bargain for this.
Just do as I say, Ireti, in order that you will not get sacked and lose both ways. Don't let all your years of effort go down the drain. Think about it. If you resign, you will be entitled to some benefits which will not come if you are sacked. We cannot ignore the opinion of the parents on pregnancy without marriage.
Okay, ma. I will do what you have just said, ma.
Take care of yourself and the baby.
Thank you, ma.
What sort of nonsense is that? This is height of discrimination. Would a man be sacked from his job for impregnating a woman before marriage? I mean, this is height of it all. What kind of school is that? Are they normal at all?
All that I've worked for is just going down the drain.
Ireti, it's all right. Eh? You don't have to work yourself up. Remember your condition.
In fact, I want you to go and resign. That is not the only school in town. You can always get another job elsewhere.
But I have to vacate the teacher's quarters. Immediately I turn in my resignation letter.
That's no problem, sweetheart. You can move into my house immediately. Is that okay?
Yes. I'll start moving my things as soon as I get home.
Wait a minute, Charles. I have something to say. I think there's a better way out. Maybe Ireti should apply for a study leave for 1 year or so. By the time she will return, she would have been married, she would have had her baby, and be ready to go back to work.
Brilliant idea, you see. Give me a handshake for that. Oh, but why didn't I think of that before?
Because you were too busy being angry. You couldn't think straight.
Oh, don't blame me too much, my dear. It's because I can't bear to see my baby crying.
Oh, Charles. Yemisi, thank you very much. You're a good friend to have around.
This is a good idea. I will handle this myself. This should stop them from pressing for your sack.
Thank you, ma, for everything.
You don't have to thank me, Miss Ireti. You happen to be one of my finest teachers, and I don't want to lose you.
You're so kind, ma. Thank you once again.
I wish you the best. And please, don't forget to send us your wedding invitation.
That's a sure, ma.
Wow! You look gorgeous in these.
You think so?
Of course, yes. In fact, I believe say something will happen between you and the best man. Abby!
Nothing for the best man, no. I found out that he's also a medical doctor. And me, I can't date a doctor.
But why not?
They hardly have time for their spouse and children. And I am the possessive type.
Anyway, let them hurry up with the wedding. So your friend no go born picking for all time.
I beg, leave my friend alone, yeah?
I have already informed all our colleagues about the bachelor's eve party. And they all said they are not going to miss the party for nothing. Can you imagine that?
But Dr. Gafar, I told you, I don't like this crowded stuff. Just a few friends would do.
No way. Charles, are you going to dictate the kind of bachelor's eve party we, your friend, should organize for you? No. Loosen up, man, loosen up. I mean, you are doing this sort of party for just once. And guess what surprise we have for you?
But Gafar, you know, I don't like this idea of surprises.
Very well, Dr. Charles. I've been looking all over for you.
Oh, Staff Bibi, do I have an emergency?
Well, not exactly. This letter came in a few minutes ago for you, and it's written urgent.
Thank you. That's for you. Let's have it.
Baby, my main nurse. You are my favorite nurse, you know. So how is work?
I'm fine, thank you.
Good. You know what, Bibi? How about you and I go have a tumble in the rumble later today? How about that?
Tumble in the rumble. Please, Dr. Gafar. I don't have time for your gimmicks today. Just give me a break.
Oh, come on. Stop, baby. What's wrong? All right. I can understand. How about tomorrow?
Okay. Try tomorrow.
You're my baby. You know that, right?
What the hell is this shit?
Charles, what is it?
Dr. Charles, I hope there's no problem.
Oh, no, nothing. I just forgot to do some things.
Charles, tell me I am your friend. What is it?
Excuse me a minute, please. Excuse me, guys.
Charles!
I'll see you guys.
What is it? Charles!
I hope there's nothing wrong.
Look. Whatever it is, I certainly know it was being done. I'll see you. How?
Charles, what is going on? What has come over you?
It is you. Something has come over. I said I don't want you in my house again. I'm no longer interested in getting married to you, period.
Charles, what are you talking about? What about all the plans we have made? And our baby, Charles, please.
Shove your plan down your throat. And as for the baby, you should better go and take it to the rightful owner.
No,
now,
what are you talking about?
Now,
wait a minute, Charles.
Now,
hear me out, please. Charles, please.
I'm not ready for any explanation from you. I'm not even interested in listening to anything from you. You daughter Jezebel. Deceiver.
Charles, please. Charles, please. Charles, please. Charles, what is the meaning of this?
Well, the wind has blown and we have seen the nakedness of... You thought you can deceive me, eh? You just think you can deceive me. Well, the wind has blown and we have seen the nakedness of the hand.
What are you talking about, Charles? Why can't you come out and tell me? Please, consider my condition. Where do you want me to go this night?
That is none of my business. Just consider yourself lucky. I would have done worse. You harlot.
Oh, God. What sort of attack is this?
This is super story, a life of strife and sorrows. It's a super story with good food and houses, where the fish drowns or even die of thirst. It's a super story, a life of precious stones and good taste.
What is happening to me, everything? Am I jinxed or what?
Oh no. Ireti, please stop crying. Stop crying. You know it's not good for a pregnant woman like you to be crying profusely like this.
Oh, everything. Why would I cry? Why would I cry? It's now. At this late hour, the child will deny my pregnancy. Did they attach misfortune to me when I was born?
Of course not, Ireti. Of course not. Tell me the truth. You know we are friends. Is Charles really responsible?
Even you hear me say, how can you say this? You've always known me to be the one-man, one-woman type. And you know I don't hop from bed to bed. How can you say this to me?
It's okay. It's just that this is very unlike Charles.
You need to see him when he was throwing my things out. He was like a madman. I could not even talk to him.
Well, I want to blame you for one thing, Ireti.
What is it? Let me see.
I want to blame you, first, for getting pregnant before marriage. Secondly, for moving into a man's house without marriage. That was a very costly mistake.
Oh, yeah, you see.
But you know I had no choice. You knew how they threw me out of the school. And I had nowhere to go.
That notwithstanding, every woman should at least strive to keep her dignity, even if it means squatting in a small hole with a friend for some time.
You are right, Yemisi.
Look. Imagine. Look at how he threw you out of his house like a common criminal.
I never knew it was going to turn out to be like this.
You never know until it happens.
Yemisi. But this does not solve my problem. What do I do? How can I tell people?
For now, you need to sleep. Tomorrow, I'll go and look for Charles and I'll talk sense into him.
You will do that?
Of course.
I hope he listens to you.
Of course he will. Now, you go to sleep. Leave that to me.
This is super story, a life of strife and sorrows. It's a super story of good food and houses, where the fish drowns or even die of thirst. It's a super story, a life of precious stones and good taste. It's a super story. This is super story.
Did you see him? Ireti, you are very right. Charles is angry with you. In fact, he doesn't want to see you. He attended to me only because of the respect he has for me. Otherwise, he would have...
What did he say?
No show, my sister. No show at all. It seems his mind is already made up. He does not want to see you.
Oh, God. What kind of problem is this? Haven't I suffered enough?
See, this is no time to cry. This is beyond ordinary. It is a spiritual problem. And we have to do something very fast.
But Yemisi, what will I do? I have no one to help me.
Come with me. Just come with me. We need to see a spiritualist and get to the bottom of this problem and deal with it.
A spiritualist? Yeah. What is the meaning of that?
Yeah. Come with me. You will see. Come.
Holy Michael, Holy Gabriel, Holy Raphael, Holy Jure. Eli. Write down the names of all your enemies in the paper and let me have it.
But I have no enemies.
What about Samson and Vicky? Eh? If you don't see them as your enemies, they see you as their enemy. Right.
I'm waiting for you.
Yeah, take. Right. Vicky and Samson. Give me. I don't know what you are waiting for. If you don't want to write. Vicky and Samson. Baba. Vicky and Samson.
This is the one. Vicky is the cause of all your problems.
Vicky again? Why would this guy leave me alone?
Look, this time around, Ireti, you will not place it down look with them. You will fight her fire for fire. Otherwise, you will lose Charles like you lost something.
In fact, I'm going to her place right away. Thank you, Baba.
God bless you.
This is super story, a life of strife and sorrows. It's a super story of good food and houses, where the fish try.
What have I done to you, Vicky? What have I done to you? Why don't you leave me alone?
Madam, it is okay. Look at your condition.
I don't care. I don't care anymore. Let her kill me. That's her plan. Kill me.
No! How bad? She will not kill you.
She can. Vicky hates her more than the devil himself.
What is your own, Amen?
You don't know. My own is to stop you from snatching men from people. The one you snatched at first is enough. Ashewo.
What did you just call me now?
Ashewo, of course. And what can you do about it? What can you do?
It's okay, it's okay. Mama, please help.
Which can fight with this now? Which can fight with this? Okay, stop this fight. How can I stop this fight, man? Stop this fight. What is?
Touch me.
Come, stop this fight. Stop this fight. Stop this fight. Stop this fight. Come.
It's okay.
I bet stop this fight. It's okay, all this. Which can fight with this? Stay here.
Uncle, believe me, I don't know where the story is coming from. I don't know why Charles will turn his back on me all of a sudden.
That's okay, Reti. Don't cry. I have already scheduled a meeting for this weekend with Charles. And I want you to come with your uncle Sylvester so that we can settle this problem once and for all.
I'm very grateful to you, sir. I just hope Charles will let me in.
Don't worry, young lady. Charles is our boy. And I have also already taken an interest in this matter. I'll be there as well.
I'm very grateful, sir.
You're welcome.
This is Mr. George, a very close friend of mine and a retired police commissioner. I'm sure Charles will behave himself when he sees George.
I'm happy about that, sir. All I want is for this matter to be settled so that the wedding will not be called off.
Let's see what happens at the meeting. You just go ahead and inform your uncle about it.
That's right.
Thank you very much, sir.
Okay. You take this for your transport.
Thank you very much, sir.
All right. And you take care of yourself, okay?
Thank you, sir.
Yes.